Hello, I'm Ale and welcome to Solo Cose Nove. In this brief tutorial, let's see how to make a dry contact on the Sonoff, which will be useful in other applications. But first of all, what is a dry contact? It took some time to me to understand what is it, but we can see it like a simple switch. The most important thing is to have 0 volts on the 2 poles. It's the same on every other switch. We use at home. A simple abajur works the same. It doesn't matter if it is neutral or phase contact. The standard Sonoff doesn't have a dry contact because on the same input and output we have neutral and phase. But it's very simple to make a simple hack on the Sonoff to have a dry contact. We will have neutral and phase on the input, but they don't communicate on the output, where we'll have the 2 contacts on the same line to interrupt. There are many applications for the dry contact because, as I mentioned before, it is the same of every other switch you have at home with no potential difference. And a classic example of this appliance is the boiler. This kind of contact could be normally open and O, or normally closed and C. In the first case, the circuit will turn on when the contact closed. In the second case, when disconnected. How to make a dry contact on Sonoff. There are many videos and tutorials, so consider to read some other sources. And I'll leave you a little cytography on my website where you can find some useful articles. I am very pragmatic and practical, so let's see how to make it. There are 2 main steps to do. The first is to disconnect the phase from the output, and I cut it off with my little Dremel. The second step is to bridge the neutral on the contact we just disconnected. So this is our common contact. Be very careful, and I'd advise you to check if there is 0 volts on the contacts, because it's really very important. Maybe it's the most important thing of all, because if you don't have 0 volts, this would lead to a disaster, because you can break every home appliance you attach to it, or worse, so another time be very careful. But before moving on, please leave a thumb up, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you won't miss any content like this and help the channel to grow. Thanks! Furthermore, on the website solocosenove.it you can find everything about Solo Cose Nove world. Final considerations. With this little hack, I learned a lot on my electric circuit, home appliance and the dry contact itself. I can finally connect my boiler to Home Assistant with this little Sonoff, and it's fantastic because also when I'm not at home I can turn on the boiler or to control other home appliance which use dry contact. It's all for today, thank you for following me and see you in the next exciting video. Ciao!